Hello, everyone. I see we already have some people here today. So I'm really excited to be here with you. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone's day been going? Definitely put it in the chat how your day has been. And I will just start shuffling through some of these cards. So I'm not sure if you got my email or not, but I do have some of the pricing and I have the pricing down below too. So another really cool thing that I'm actually offering now is I'm actually offering private one-on-ones too. So if you want to book a private one-on-one with me too, you can just use that link and then book that too. So that's exciting. But oh, Karhu. Hi, Karhu. Good to see you again. I'm so happy your day has been good so far. Yeah, no, my day's been, up and down. Definitely kind of like a roller coaster of a day. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Travis. How is everyone today? Good. Good. I'm so happy to see everyone here with me. And yeah, no, I definitely had some things with my family going on. So it's been a little bit of like a emotional day, but that's why I just am happy to take some time to really center myself and be here with you today. So, oh, hello everyone. So happy you guys are all here. Yeah, so definitely so excited and really excited if for everyone who just joined, I wanted to let you guys know that I am now offering private readings. So you can literally do a one-on-one with me and we can talk for 30 minutes, do a private one-on-one reading, and that will be really amazing because I know a ton of you guys have been wondering about that. So I really wanted to make that available to you and give you guys that opportunity. My schedule does fill up pretty quickly though. So I just want to let you guys know that if you are interested in a private one-on-one, I just wanted to know that thank you, Brandon. I just wanted to let you guys know that if you are interested in a private one-on-one, to definitely try and make that appointment as soon as you can, because again, like my schedule is super busy. So just wanted to let you guys know that too. Hello Tamira. Hello, Crystal. Hello, everyone. So happy. Oh, so happy to see everyone here and just shuffling the cards. And you can see too below that I have the prices available too. Last time it kind of filled up quickly. So I would try to put in your question as soon as possible, just because, last time not everyone got to get a reading. But, oh yeah, Killian, you said a very off day. Oh, I'm sorry. You had a very off day. It's going to be better, right? Here with me today in the session, we can get some clarity together. We can talk about some things. Hello, everyone. Oh, I love seeing all these people here today with me. Yeah, so basically until someone really submits one of the super chat questions, I just kind of wanted to talk about a few things with you guys and just kind of talk about okay, so I see Tamara, I see Christina. Hi, guys. So yeah, so I'm just getting the cards really ready, preparing for that. And I just kind of wanted to start talking too about like manifesting our best life, right? Just as everyone's kind of coming in today here. And basically, I just wanted to kind of talk about how affirmations can be such a positive thing. It can be such a positive driver and really changing our outlook and really allowing us to manifest the things that we desire and the things we want here in life. So who uses affirmations right now? I'm just curious. Put it in the chat if you do use affirmations, because I'm really curious to see which of you guys use them and how that's been going for you. Oh, you use them, Tamara. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I definitely think that affirmations can be so, so powerful because, we all are just always just being so negative about ourselves. It's like all the time we are just, oh, and also I see that QT Tizan baby girl, you can get your drawing. I will provide you with a link. There's a link in some of my YouTube videos as well. It's always tagged and you can totally get a link that way. So go to one of my YouTube channel or one of my YouTube videos, and then the first comment that's pinned will show you the link to get your sketch. So that will help you get the sketch that way. And Crystal seems like she's been using affirmations. And how has that been going for you, Crystal? I'm just curious how your affirmations have been going and have they made an impact in your life? Because, I definitely think that so often we are just so negative, about ourselves. We are so negative. We always, are basically just so hard on ourselves, and we are just it's not healthy for us to really be able to manifest what we want and what we deserve when we are constantly filling ourselves up with doubts, telling us we're not good enough, telling ourselves that, we don't deserve this, we don't deserve that. Then how are we ever going to get what we want? And how are we ever going to manifest the things that we deserve and the things that the universe has in store for us? It literally comes down to not only, believing and trusting in the universe and trusting in the universe's plan for our lives, but it also comes down to that decision within ourselves, that decision to trust and that decision to open ourselves up and believe, Yeah, exactly. I love how Tamara said negative brings negative and positive brings positive. That's so true. Like if I'm constantly telling myself, oh, I'm incompetent, I'm dumb, like I'm stupid, or like why did I do that? Why am I, if I constantly have that mindset, I will continue perpetuating that cycle. I will continue to think of myself as less than, so I will become less than. And that really applies to relationships too. Like if I continuously think, oh, no one will ever love me, or like I'll never get, I'll never find the right person, then how are you going to be set up for success to really manifest that person? You are literally telling the universe, you're telling God that you don't trust him, that you don't trust his plan to help you find that person. And that's really just going to cause you to not be able to fulfill like your ultimate purpose and really not allow you to reach your full potential in life. So I just think that affirmations are a great way. And also, I was going to make a video this week on affirmations. So let me know if you guys think that's interesting too. And if anyone does have a question for a reading, I am getting all my cards, I'm really allowing my energy to kind of decompress from the day, allowing the cards to kind of, raise in vibrational frequencies, as I'm kind of just centering myself here and just really taking the time to allow myself, allow less of myself to be present in this reading today and more of God, more of the universe's will for you. So, Tamara, you have some questions? Okay, so for everyone who has questions for this reading today, just use the super chat function to ask your question, and then I will get to you with your reading. Okay, so I see that someone submitted a question, so that's great. So QT Zan baby girl says, is Court my husband cheating? Okay, so is your husband's name Court then? QT Zan, just so I can kind of get some more clarity here on this person and I can kind of speak that into existence in our reading today. So just let me know if Court is your husband. Is that his name? And then just remember again, guys, that when you do submit using the super chat, that really helps, me allows me to keep coming on and doing these with you guys. So it really helps, us do these videos and us do these readings together. So, okay. So that is your husband's name. Okay. So I will really manifest Court right now. I will really tap into Court's energy here and kind of understand better if we're having a baby together. Okay, gotcha. So you and Court are having a baby together. Okay, I sense that. Okay, I'm already really feeling like I understand this energy and exactly what's present here. I feel like you guys have been together roughly, I don't know why the number like 2 is coming in my head, like 2 years you've been together. Is that correct? Have you been together 2 years, QT Zan? Like roughly 2 years. That's what I'm really sensing here. I don't know why 2 is really appearing in my head again and again. And I also currently believe that you are living together, if that's correct. Are you also living together? If you can just affirm those things for me, that would be helpful, but don't feel pressured. It's just kind of helping me really center this energy for this reading today. Oh, really? Okay. That's great. Because I don't know why. Those were 2 things that really just popped into my intuition, popped into my head. And let's get some clarity now for you on this. And just so everyone else knows, I can take your readings right after this one, but I'm going to start with this reading today. So is Court your husband cheating? I'm knocking my energy in there 3 times. I'm going to also say Court's name. Court. And we are going to, okay, I'm really feeling drawn to this for Court and for his energy. So let's see if this provides us some clarity, QT Zan. So called, it says soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So what I'm feeling like here is that this kind of really shows us. Oh, sorry, Lisa. Just to kind of give you some more clarity here, the pricing is in the description box down right under in the description box, just so you guys know. So, okay, so called. So, okay, so it says really here that there's soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So it sounds to me like he's being called, like he is being called to another person. Unfortunately, I really feel strongly that he's being called away from this marriage and from this unity. There's someone in his life, I believe, that's calling him, and he's trying to fight this feeling. He's trying to fight it, but it still seems like he may be leaning towards that and leaning towards your anniversary is actually tomorrow. Wow. Okay. I don't not necessarily know if let's get more clarity here. It definitely seems like there is a third variable in this relationship and that he is being called against this. Yeah, so it does definitely seem like there is a calling he's experiencing and some conflict, because as you can see, he's looking to step through the door. Like he's not sure whether he wants to step through the door, and this was kind of where his head was at. He wants to step up in that way to be this person for you, but he's also feeling called in this other direction and pulled in this other direction. So I'm going to kind of give you some more clarity on this, QTAZ and baby girl, and then we can really understand if Court is fully cheating on you. But it does seem like there is a third person. It does seem like there is some. He's not all here with me sometimes. Yeah, there is definitely some calling he's experiencing, which is calling him from this relationship. So, I definitely want to provide you as much clarity as I possibly can. And we're going to pull another card for you just to kind of understand. And I'm so sorry if you are dealing with that, but let's just try and give you as much clarity as possible. So this is the next card that I'm really feeling. And also for everyone else, I just wanted to let you guys know, thank you. I will get to you right as soon as I'm done with this reading. And for everyone else who has another question, just remember to use the super chat function. And that's the super chat. So it's right under where you would put in your chat. There's like a little money sign, and that's where you will submit your question for the reading. And then I have the pricing in the description box below. So I will get to everyone next. Okay. So the next card we pulled for you is the breathing rose. So it says heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. So this is kind of show you what the universe wants to tell you in terms of the future here. It's going to hurt. It's almost like going to break your heart in a way, right? Because it says heart healing. So your heart is almost going to be broken because he's being called to another person in his life, right? And because he's walking out the door in some ways, it's almost like you are going to have to be this rose that breathes, and that rose, that that connection and the emotions. And just know here, I want you to see right here, QTAN Z baby girl, do you see how it says time eases? I want you to know that time is going to ease this heartache, and you're going to be okay. You're going to get through this. It's so hard, and I'm so sorry that you are experiencing this right now. That he is being called through this other door. He is being called to this other person. But I just want you to know that even though the emotions and the connection may be severed and it may hurt, time will ease this pain, okay? As you can see here, she's really healing. She's knowing that in herself, time will heal. Time will heal all things. And I just want you to know that just because he may be called to another person doesn't mean that it's going to be, you're going to be broken forever. It's going to hurt at first, but you will get through this, I promise, because you deserve to be treated in the best way possible. And you deserve to heal from this and deserve the best in life, because you are truly worthy of finding that love, that love that is committed and beautiful and someone who just worships you. And also, I just wanted to mention to everyone as well, too, that these pricings are just suggested. So whatever you are able to give, whatever you are able to donate for a reading is totally okay and definitely helpful for us and for this channel. So I just want you guys to not feel pressure here and just know that I will still be able to answer your questions, even if you're not able to necessarily provide the full amount. I totally understand that. And I still I'm here to help you guys. Like, that's what I want, is just to help people and to share my gift. Of course, it's easier to do so, when I'm able to fully, justify being here with you guys, but I want to help. I am here to help you, to really provide that support and comfort and provide those answers from the universe. Like, I'm fully devoted to that. So again, just know that you are helping me be able to spread my gift, and you are helping me to be able to do this. So thank you. Seriously, I have so much gratitude for you all so much. And thank you. You said, okay, so QT Zan said, thank you so much, Megan. It gives me clarity on what the future may bring into my life. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much, QT Zan. Oh, and you said you're truly so gifted. Well, thank you so much. And I just want to continue using my gifts to help everyone and to really just provide you clarity. And just know that I'm always here if you ever want to talk. I also have private one-on-one readings that I'm now offering. So if you ever need more clarity, like, I'm always, always here for you guys. And I just want to use my gifts to help people. And I just feel like it's my duty, it's my God-given talent to really use these gifts to help people and just provide that clarity and comfort. So thank you so much just for opening up to me and allowing me to do this reading for you today. And I really appreciate it so much. So our next reading is for, Christina. And Christina, your question is, will CJ and I ever be together in the 3D? Okay, so Christina, could you possibly provide me a little bit of clarity on the 3D, and what necessarily that means? So kind of, does that mean going to, does that mean that you're going from like kind of like a 2D, like almost a virtual kind of situation and connection, to one that is more so in real life? Is that kind of what you're referring to here, Christina? I just want to clarify that before we begin our reading today. We have a long distance relationship right now. So yes. Okay. That's what I was kind of sensing. I was sensing there was that connection, but it wasn't necessarily one that was on that physical level. So that makes sense. So long distance makes sense. So we will totally get into that reading now. And I just wanted to also let you guys know too, that we have the super chat as well. So if you want the super chat, or I'm sorry, if you want the private one-on-one readings, just make sure to check out the link in the description box below if you want just one-on-one time with me. Okay, so Christina, so will CJ and I ever be together in the 3D? So let's look at CJ. Okay, CJ, I'm feeling like C is a very CJ. Okay. I'm feeling, immediately as soon as you said that, I was like, I'm really sensing that there's like a distance, there's a physical distance, there's something that's kind of drawing you two apart in some way, almost like a barrier, like a mountain in a way. And that's kind of what, space is in this situation. There's that space, but of course love, transcends space and it transcends time. So I want to kind of, I don't know what happened to oh, there we go. For a second, all of your guys' chat disappeared. Okay, there we go. So I kind of want to understand too, if you will be together where you're able to physically share that intimacy, because that part is so important in any relationship, having that physical aspect, being able to touch and feel the person and just feel their presence and feel their comforting touch is just very important, Christina. So I want you to know that I completely understand how hard that can be to love someone and not to be able to physically be with them and not be able to engage with them in that way. So let's get some clarity here on what your future looks like with CJ. And again, for everyone who doesn't know, I normally tap in. It depends on whatever the universe is telling me, but I normally do 3 because 3 is such a spiritually significant number. So, and then we're going to kind of just draw a card from here. So I'm really feeling drawn to this card for you, Christina. So let's see what this card has to say about you and CJ. So, okay. This is interesting. This is kind of giving us clarity here, Christina, on your current situation. So it says rose without thorns. So it says you have a right to your joy, peace, sweetness of life. So what this almost is kind of telling me right now, Christina, is that I feel like this distance, this long distance relationship is kind of getting in the way of you fully like living your life and fully, embracing your own happiness. Like you have so much to offer. I feel like you have all of this joy in your heart, and you have, this sweetness to you and the sweetness to your soul. And I feel like this has almost been kind of like a weight on your shoulders as far as really understanding, as far as really understanding and really being able to embrace that joy. Like this relationship has brought you joy and sweetness, but it's not providing you with that peace any longer because you're not able to fully embrace that and fully embrace that potential, because of obviously this distance you have between you. So I feel like right now, again, it's been a weight on your shoulder, and you are that sweetness and you have this potential. Like, I just want you to know that I'm already sensing through these cards. Yeah, exactly. It's not fulfilling you. It's not fulfilling you. It's not. And it says right here, I want you to know this too, Christina. It says right here that you have a right to your joy. Like, do not feel guilty. And oh my gosh, I really feel this very strongly, is you almost feel guilty in a way, in a sense. You almost feel guilty to let go of this relationship because you feel like, thank you, Brandon. And I can definitely tell you guys the lock story in a second. I'm also trying to concentrate on this reading. But so you definitely have a right to your joy. And I want you to know and not feel guilty for having to really, know that and have to let go of something that's getting in the way of you fully embracing that joy and that sweetness that you have, and that potential you have for an amazing relationship with someone is there. And I just want you to know that you have the right to do what you need to do in this situation in order for you to fully be happy. And I just don't want you to feel that guilt, because that's what I feel like you're really debating with right now. I feel like you're really debating with this fact that, you feel guilty to let go of this relationship, but it's not fulfilling you and it's not really bringing you the joy and the sweetness of life that you deserve. So I just want you to take a look at this card really quick. And I want you to just kind of, if you can, release that guilt that you feel of ending the relationship because of the distance, and just know that, just because right now it's not fulfilling you, and it's okay to let go of it. And it doesn't mean that you have to let go of this person forever. But if this relationship dynamic isn't working out right now, it doesn't mean it never will. It just means you have a right to your joy, and you have a right to a relationship that's going to fully fulfill you. So I just want you to know that. And I really feel like the universe is really wanting to let you know that too right now. So I hope that that really helps you in this moment, Christina, kind of understand to not feel that guilt and to really allow yourself to let go to really allow yourself to let go, because you deserve to be happy. You deserve a relationship where you're able to physically engage with someone and physically feel that comfort and physically just feel that fulfillment in that way. So I hope that provided you with some clarity, Christina. I feel like that really helps a lot, but let me know too if you enjoyed that reading and you found clarity. So let me quickly, just before I hop on to the next reading, which I believe is Dominique, I'm just going to look at the chat really quick and answer any questions. Oh, thank you, Brandon. Very sweet. And I will definitely explain, yeah, my necklace when we have a little bit of time. Okay, so, and then Tamara, so I just wanted to say that, yes, we do have the private readings. So if you look in the description of this live, I have a link so you can book. It shows my calendar and my availability, and then you can book through that. And then you'll be able to book a private reading. And then let's go to Dominique. So Dominique, you said, will my ex Betsy come back to me? Okay, Dominique. So let's just kind of get some clarity on that right now. So Dominique, your ex Betsy, I'm kind of feeling right now, I don't know why, I'm feeling like the first word that kind of came to my mind is like volatile in a way. Like it ended not on the best note. Like there was definitely some ups and downs in the relationship. Is that right, Dominique? Because I definitely would love to hear some basic, some affirmation here if you are feeling like that. And that really is kind of what's really jumping out to me right now is, again, this feeling of kind of like an up and down. Like there was a lot of emotions that was present in the relationship. There was a lot of emotions, and there was a lot of, up and downs in this relationship. Like it was very passionate, but it was also very almost like not very secure in a way. It was very, very volatile in a way. So that's what I'm sensing with your ex. So let's look to see if Betsy will come back to you. Okay. Oops. I keep doing this where I'm like, okay, there we go. So will Betsy come back to you, Dominique? So I'm going to just shuffle these cards and we will see. This card just literally just jumped out. Okay, this is so crazy because this card just fell out of when I was about to shuffle. And I'm like, a lot of the times when a card just jumps out to me like that, it's normally for a reason. It's normally because the universe, because God and the divine has a message. So the message for you, Dominique, is it says express your love. So it says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I really feel that the universe is really telling you here that if you want, you need to really first evaluate what you want, Dominique. Do you want your ex, Betsy, to come back to you? Do you want that? Then I really feel like the universe is saying, just because this card literally just jumped out when I was about to shuffle and go through and see what card really called to me, it was express your love. So I feel like if you feel like, you want that, that's what you want, you desire her in that way still, and you want to reconcile things, I really believe that it's up to you now to really make that romantic gesture towards Betsy and to, really express your love to her, express how you feel, express your feelings, express that you miss her, and, you feel like your relationship could just, have that forgiveness, have that reconciliation where you guys could really thrive in a way and come back stronger than ever. So I really feel like she's almost waiting and kind of anticipating that in order for the relationship to progress. So, and then she said she was still heartbroken from her last relationship and didn't know it when we met. She loved me, but not enough for long term, she said. Sometimes I'm not sure if I should contact her first. This is literally so crazy that you're saying that right now, Dominique, that you're not sure if you should contact her first, because this is literally the clarification you need from the universe and from God, that it's really on you right now to express your love. Like I almost feel like she's waiting in a way for you to express your love. Like she's literally anticipating that. And you've had no contact for 30 days. So what I would really do here, Dominique, is it doesn't mean necessarily you have to like get on a horse and like bring her like, a dozen roses or anything like that. I think I would just start by, letting her know that you still care, letting her know that you're still there for her and that you still are, longing for that connection. You're still, you still want to be there for her in some way. And then just really going from there, seeing how she feels about things and just letting her know that you still, you still would love if you could figure things out together and really, come together and work it out through it together. So that's kind of what the universe is really saying for you. Just for you to really express yourself. You don't have to, again, make a huge romantic gesture at first, but I think that just being open, being honest about how you feel, and just allowing her to really respond is really what the universe intends for you to do in order for this relationship to progress and come back together. So anyways, I hope that helped you, Dominique, with that. So I definitely hope that provided you some clarity there. And our next reading is Crystal. Hi, Crystal. So you said, is the man I've been seeing just busy? Okay, so let's look, because that can often be sometimes an excuse, is what I find. When people say that they're busy, sometimes it's like, yes, we all are very busy, right? But we have to make time for the people that we love. We have to invest and pour into those relationships. And let's kind of look at if he really truly is busy. Is there something else kind of going on? Is he potentially, seeing someone else, or is he really busy? But even so, what does that look like? Let's kind of dive into that today, Crystal. Get some clarity here, because that can be a very challenging thing, because sometimes it's not even just that you're suspicious when they're busy, but sometimes you're just like, are they really pouring into the relationship? Are they really, trying and really showing me they care, showing me that love and devotion and that constant, support that I need. And you deserve, Crystal. You deserve that constant support. You deserve someone who's going to do anything for you. So let's look at, if this man you've been seeing is really just busy, or what exactly is going on with that. So and I just wanted to, and Dominique, you said thank you. I always felt I would be pushing her away if I reached out too soon. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm really happy this provided you some clarity, Dominique. It's definitely clear for me, like literally the card like fell out like on my lap as soon as I was shuffling. So that's definitely what the divine is really leading for you and wanting you to do here in this relationship. So I'm really happy that, I'm really happy that that provided you clarity here. So let's see. So I'm going to kind of focus my energy back now on, let's see, I'm going to focus my energy now back on Crystal and if this man is really just busy and what's going on with him. So let's see. I'm feeling drawn to this card, Crystal. So let's see what this says. Interesting. So the first card that we have that we pulled here today on this man is the Rose of Venus, which is all about alignment. It's all about flow and the right relationship. So as you can see here, Crystal, this is a good relationship in a lot of ways. This is a very good relationship. There's a lot of, good energy I'm sensing here and good vibes overall with this relationship. So that's promising as far as that goes. It seems to me that this could be, there's a potential for a beautiful relationship and almost a rose to bloom within your relationship. There's potential for alignment and flow. But let's pull another card to kind of get more clarity on how that can, occur and what can cause that alignment and flow and right relationship to occur. But what I'm seeing right now though is really positive about the relationship. I'm not seeing anything that's indicating, cheating or indicating anything that's kind of suspicious in any way. But I do want to take another card and see if that can kind of, he told me that he isn't sure what love is between two people anymore. Okay. So I feel like this was almost, because sometimes, again, like this is something that I like to explain too, is that readings are timeless. So I feel like this, and now it's kind of giving me more clarity here. This is how it felt at first. Was it kind of, Crystal, like I'm really feeling like something's telling me where basically, sorry, I just got distracted for a second. So basically, this is telling me that initially there was so much going right with the relationship. There was so much positivity in this relationship and it almost felt so right. But, it almost was like a love bombing situation where felt like this person that you're with, right, currently was just completely just pouring out to you and giving you so many compliments and everything felt so together. When we are together, it's amazing. Yeah, there's such a good aspect to it, but there is something, that I'm sensing could be causing, this to be the initial part of it and something else to really be breaking away from it. But let's pull another card just to get more clarity. But what I'm seeing right now is pretty positive, but I do want to kind of get more clarity because it could also be showing the positivity when you are together or the positivity of when you were initially first in the relationship as well. So let's pull another card to kind of get a better understanding on the path of this relationship and what that looks like. Okay, so, and then anyone who has any more questions, I'm just going in order, but you can use the super chat to submit a question. And I also have private one-on-ones, which are down in the description box below. There's a link to book one of those too. So just wanted to let you guys know that. So I'm just kind of shuffling, centering myself again, just deeply breathing. Okay. Okay, so Okay, so I'm really sensing this card here is going to provide us more clarity. Okay, so this is really interesting. So the card that we pulled is Break the Chain. So there's basically a pattern that's occurring in your relationship, Crystal, and there's a negative pattern I'm almost sensing. So there was this, right relationship, everything felt so great, and when you're together it feels so great, but there are some bad habits that are occurring in this relationship and in this dynamic. And there is this pattern, right? Do you sense that too, Crystal, where there's like a pattern of like almost it's where he's busy, or just he's not providing you this time that you need, or there's something that's going on almost that's like causing some conflict in the relationship where you're not sure what you should do in this way, like you just aren't sure. And what's really happening here is that it's telling you to break the chain. So basically what the angels are really saying here is to break the chain of the relationship, and that basically what he's doing that's not acceptable either needs to change or you need to break it off. Yes. So he'll come in, close, and go quiet. Exactly. Like whatever is happening right now, like it could have potential for success. But if he continues these habits, if he continues, these patterns, just as it says ancestral patterns, then it's time to break the chain. So basically, if he's not able to give you everything and really give everything to this relationship and creating this beautiful potential that you could have, if he's not willing to do that, if he's not willing to really commit in that way, then it's time to break the chain. Then it's time to let go and time to heal. That's really what I'm feeling very strongly here, that it's really time to communicate that if things don't change in this way, to really communicate your expectations. And once you do communicate those expectations, once you are completely transparent about what you expect in a relationship and in that dynamic, then it's time for, rewriting the future. It's time for healing, and it's time to just break that chain. So I hope that makes sense. So even though there is that great times with him, there is those great, amazing moments where you feel like this is right. You feel so amazing. You feel this devotion and, such happiness in the relationship. If these negative patterns continue, then you need to just very clearly communicate. I'm sensing that it's not acceptable, and you will have to break off this chain. You will have to break off this relationship if your needs aren't being met. So anyways, I hope that kind of helped answer your question there for you, Crystal, and provided you some clarity. It's really what I'm sensing is the message today. Oh, you said spot on. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Crystal. I really am happy you enjoyed that. I really strongly felt that, and I really hope you also felt that as well and felt that with me. So I'm really happy you enjoyed that, Crystal. Thank you. Okay, so our next reading today is for Lisa. And I also quickly, just in between, wanted to mention that if anyone else has any other questions or is interested in a reading, definitely make sure to either, book a one-on-one private with me, which is in the description box below. You can look at my calendar and then, schedule something, just a one-on-one 30-minute with me. Or if not, if you want to submit a question, then just make sure to use the super chat and then donate whatever amount you feel comfortable with. And again, the prices in the description box are kind of just general guidelines, but I can, work around those for sure. I want to be able to help you guys share my gift, and whatever really works for you is very much appreciated by us. So just wanted to remind you guys to use the super chat if you want me to get to your reading next. Okay, so Lisa, you said, when will my daughter's father and I get back together, and will a new soulmate come at the same time in the fall? So when will my daughter's father and I get back together? And will a new soulmate come at the same time in the fall? So just to kind of get clarity on the intention and what I'm kind of forming here, Lisa. So you feel like you and your daughter's father will get back together, but you're also wondering if there will be a new soulmate that will come into your life this fall. So you're kind of wondering what the dynamic looks like between your daughter's father and potentially another person instead entering your life, or if they will both enter your life at the same time. Is that kind of what you're sensing here, Lisa. Okay. So Lisa, oh, you're an empath too. Okay. That's awesome that you're an empath. I'm an empath as well. And things do come to me through my dreams as well. So that's amazing. I actually just experienced some serious dreams, some visits from, different relatives and past loved ones last night. So that's awesome that you also are an empath. And it was actually funny, just quick side note. Okay, and that's what you saw. And then quick side note, yeah, so last night, one of my grandmother, who's also very, very spiritually gifted, she's also psychic, she passed away a little bit over a year ago. And she's, she hasn't actually visited me before. She hasn't visited me, but she visited me last night. And she actually commented on what I'm doing right now. She was like, I'm very proud of you for just helping people in this way and using your gift, and just being able to be deep spiritually and be in connection with all these things. So anyway, I just thought that was really cool. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Lisa, that's so cool. So you have it kind of in your family too. That's really amazing. So let me provide you some clarity then, Lisa, on that. And I love how you're an empath too. I love meeting other empaths. There's definitely amazing, amazing things about it. Like I wouldn't change it for anything, but some people don't realize that it can also be a struggle sometimes, Lisa. I'm sure you know what I mean when it comes to that and protecting your energy and all of that. And yes, from your grams. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Yes, both of my grandmothers also possessed gifts in that way too. And it like skipped a generation almost, but that's just amazing that you also have that too. So yeah, no, I love that so much. And scary. Yes, Lisa. So let's see. Let's get some clarity now on. Okay, let's get some clarity on what you're seeing with the daughter's father getting back together, and will the new soulmate come in? So let's see. But I love meeting other empaths, and it's always great meeting other people with, those things as well. Okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards. Okay. So I'm kind of just spreading them out. Sometimes I feel different. You know what? I do want to take a second to knock in some of my energy here just to kind of clear the cards of some of the past energy here. So I'm just feeling like one knock. I can't always explain why, but I'm feeling like this is the card actually, Lisa. Let's see. So longing for home. We got Mintalkin. So longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So this is interesting. So since your intention here is when will my, daughter's father and I get back together? So I'm almost sensing here that there is some longing, like your daughter's father is like kind of already longing for home in a way. He's longing to be reunited with you in that way. And it's almost like, to me, I'm almost sensing here from this, vast ocean, longing for home, longing to belong with you and belong with, the mother of, his child, just that belonging and that sense. This really is kind of indicating to me that it's almost like the end of summer. So like transitioning into fall, if that makes sense. So, as the end of summer, like as the ocean, because this obviously shows us a summer kind of atmosphere, but it shows us that they're longing for that. And I almost feel like the journey to get home, the journey for that longing to occur will be at the end of summer as we change seasons. So I don't know if that necessarily also kind of helps provide you clarity there, but that's kind of when I'm sensing the father of your daughter will really realize here, like, okay, I've been longing, I have this longing, I have this desire, and I will actually begin this journey. I will begin this journey of belonging and belonging again with, with Lisa, with once, I cross this ocean, that will be towards the end of the season, which is kind of also the beginning of the season of fall. So I hope this kind of provided you some clarity there. And I just wanted to let you know that there's definitely, it's like the ending, which will create the beginning, if that makes sense, because obviously when something ends, another beginning starts. So it's kind of like the end of this summer, beginning of fall is really the time that I'm sensing here. But I'm going to pull another card, get more clarity for us on this, and kind of get some clarity too on will the new soulmate come at the same time? Because that's also part of this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm feeling like this is really standing out to me. Interesting. Okay, so this really indicates to me, it's saying it's the priestess. So it's how are you being called to step up and lead? So this is interesting. So this is all about, reflection, right? So it's reflecting. So you are the priestess. You are the person who is, this very mystical person. You are the leader in this scenario, and you're holding two lights. So you're holding the light of not only you are holding, your father's daughter's light, but you're also holding, this other soulmate, this other third person. There's, obviously there's a triangle element here. So I am sensing that there is another soulmate. I'm sensing that this soulmate, time-wise, it seems almost like, because there is so much similarity, this is obviously symbolic of your father, of your daughter's father, longing for you, longing for home, longing to be reunited with you. But it's almost showing here this 3-dimension of the soulmate. And then, of course, the father's daughter, and that's you. You're the priestess who is holding both of their hearts, holding both of their souls in your hands. So it almost seems like they would be coming at the same time to me, because just as the end of summer, beginning of fall, as this new season begins, you're returning home. It's like you are holding both equally at the same time. Do you see how it's like it's equal weight? Like you're holding, it's not like one is higher than the other. And this card and the priestess card, it's really that both are equal. So I'm sensing here that this means they're both equally coming at the same time. So this is kind of establishing your father's daughter, or your daughter's father longing for you and wanting to be with you at the end of summer, beginning of fall. And this is showing the triangle between the soulmate that you have, the daughter's father, or father's daughter, daughter's father, you know what I mean? And you, which you hold both in your hands. So I hope that makes sense and kind of confirms what you were already sensing. I do feel like you are very spiritually gifted as well, because we did draw the priestess. So you have so much, spiritual insight here. So I just want this to kind of confirm what your intuition already told you. So I hope that this does for you, Lisa. And I hope that you like this reading. Okay, so just looking at a few of the chats, and then, okay, perfect. So I hope you enjoyed that, Lisa. I really hope that provided you with some clarity, and it really kind of confirmed what you already knew, as an empath and as someone who also holds spiritual gifts. Okay, so our next reading is for Lisa. Lisa, me, and Lisa, your question was, oh, you said, hi, Megan, love your channel. I have had a shocking year. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy you watch my channel and enjoy it. You said, I've had a shocking year, relationship breakup, and financial problems. When is my life going to turn around? Thank you. All right, Lisa. So I'm so sorry that you've had a shocking year with a breakup and, some financial problems as well, some financial difficulties. I just want you to know that, I'm here for you. And I'm really feeling called to purple right now. When I was looking down at my cards, I'm feeling like the purple deck really is calling to me for you. It kind of already shouted out to me and really called to my intuition here. So Lisa, let's see. So I'm so sorry you had this shocking year with these financial problems and this breakup, but let's kind of see when your life is going to turn around and what that looks like. So I'm going to knock into the deck here, Lisa, and center myself. And we're going to kind of get some clarity here on when things are going to turn around and what that will look like for you, Lisa. So Okay. Okay, so purple. So that's interesting because purple, obviously is our third eye. So it's like I almost sense here that, there's something more coming, in a way. Something that you haven't necessarily seen or something not necessarily straightforward, but there's something coming. So that's already very, very good, and a very good indication of some positive things coming in the future. Okay, so oh my gosh. Okay. Lisa, so guess what card we just chose for you for your reading? So we just chose a surprise is on the horizon. Expect a nice surprise. So this really indicates to me, Lisa, that I mean, it can't be more clear that something very positive is coming very soon. You have, endured a lot this year. This year's been very full of a lot of challenges, but as you can see, you're about to take flight, right? You're about to take flight into your future. That's you, Lisa. And, you have these wings and, you've been grounded in a way from these past struggles from this year. Like this year has really grounded you and has caused you to have this weight, where you weren't able to fly. You weren't able to really live up to your full true potential. But the beautiful thing is the horizon. What is the horizon? The horizon is very soon, very, very soon. And it literally says a surprise is on the horizon. Expect a nice surprise. So we already see something very positive coming very soon. I almost sense that, as far as timing goes, and timing can be such a hard thing because, again, time, obviously, a lot of these energies are beyond the restraints of time itself. But this, indicates already that something in the future is going to occur and something very soon. It's not just going to happen down the road. It's literally, you're right on the cusp. So I almost would say that this summer, something really positive is going to happen. Let's pull some more cards to get kind of more clarity on what that surprise may look like. But we already can see right here from this card that you are right on the edge. Like you are just about to take flight, right, into this surprise that the universe has for you. So that's already really great. And, as you can see too in this card, you can see that this is like a summer month. Like this is a city. Like this is summery. This is, giving me that summer. There's flowers blooming, right? So I do believe it's literally like you're really right on the cusp of it, this surprise. But to understand the surprise, whether this is of love or, money or whatnot, let's pull another card and kind of understand, get more clarity on the actual surprise itself. But that's already a very good card. And that already indicates, a lot of positive things for you, Lisa. So that is really great. So there's something already amazing there going on. And definitely something great coming soon. So I'm going to just start shuffling these cards here. And then I just wanted to remind everyone too that I'm just going in order, but I do have more time. I have a lot more time if anyone wants to do another question or another reading, and then you're just going to use the super chat. Okay. So I'm just really shuffling for you, Lisa, right now again. This is actually the card that called out to me. Interesting. Okay, so this is not necessarily what I initially thought, right? Because I was thinking summer. And with the surprise, but this is so clear when the surprise is going to happen, Lisa. Like this is so clear. So although, I thought it was summer because again, it's showing that aspect here. It's showing the surprise. It's very, very clear from our second card when your surprise is coming. Like it's funny because I was like saying almost time can sometimes be hard with these things, but not when the universe and God is super direct with you here, because the next card we chose is the Void, which says stop, embrace winter. So literally this great surprise is happening in the winter. So I was wrong about the summer, but that's why the universe, that's why God was like, nope, this is the truth. This is the card you need to pull so you can give her the clarity she needs. So, I thought it was the summer. It's still very soon though. Obviously winter isn't that far. But I'm really believing, winter is exactly when it's going to happen. And I want to show you just so you can quickly see it says winter, embrace winter, embrace winter, embrace winter, because winter is where the surprise is. Okay. And then let's just really quickly, just again, because I really want to fully understand, okay. Okay. So let me just, pull another card to understand better too. If, okay. Anyway, let me just pull another card too to understand better what the surprise is. But the surprise is in the winter, and that, winter is pretty soon. And let's look into what it's going to be. So I'm sensing here, I'm really feeling called to this card for you, Lisa. So let's see. Interesting. Okay. So what this really indicates to me, we have the grandmothers, right? So remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. So there's almost a relationship that will come into play. It's definitely related to love here. It's related to love, that the surprise is coming in the winter, but it's something that is very deep. Like this almost seems like a soulmate connection here, because it's weaved for a long time. Like this is not something that's just, sporadic or spontaneous. So as you can see, like the soul is weaved in the ancient, the ancient grandmother down the line. And, oh, and also Chaz, I just wanted to let you know too, if you want a private one-on-one reading, I have that link in the description. And then it says, remember your roots. So the roots is the person that you've been destined to be with. So that person is going to appear in your life in the winter, which is amazing. So that's just beautiful. Yeah. So if you have another question too, we can look into that more. Or if you want a one-on-one with me, we can also explore this further too, which again, that link's in the description. But I hope that this provided you clarity. I think that's great. Literally, it was very clear. It's funny because the universe was straight up like, you're going to have a surprise. And then it's going to be in winter, and it's going to be something that has, been destined, this soul connection, this deep connection. So that is very, very exciting. So I'm very excited for you, Lisa. Okay. So our next reading is going to be Darlene. So, okay, Darlene. I'm centering myself again here. Okay. Okay. So, Darlene, you said Spirit brought me a vision of a business venture, and I want to know when it will come to fruition. Also, when is my husband coming, and do I already know him? Okay. So, Spirit brought me a vision of the business venture. I want to know when it will come to fruition. Okay. So, let's see. When will this business venture come into fruition? Let's gather some cards and kind of get some clarity here on this business venture. Okay. I'm already really sensing like a lot of prosperity in this reading. Like, so that's a really good sign. I'm already sensing. And also, I forgot to tell you, okay, I do have to split up your reading, Darlene. So I'm going to focus, I guess, on the business venture for this question, because I need, those are two different energies that I really have to tap into. But feel free to submit again if you want me to do the other one. It's just, I have to focus my energy on one. So since they kind of aren't necessarily combined. Spirit brought me a vision of a business venture, and I want to know when it will come to fruition. Okay, so this business venture, when will it come to fruition, Darlene? Okay, so I'm going to just shuffle the cards here, get some clarity. Okay, I already feel like this is the card. Okay, this is interesting. So Soul plan, it says the fated life versus the destiny life. So this business venture is something that you obviously already had a vision of. That really is very clear. And it's funny you said spirit brought me a vision of the business venture. And I want to know when it comes into fruition. Literally, the card that we pulled is I remember. So you yourself had this vision of this business venture. As you can see, it says the fated life versus the destiny life. So she's looking into the pond of her vision. And that's you, Darlene, who had this vision of this business venture, right? So timing wise, again, I'm really just trying to get a sense here. Timing wise, I'm really sensing, I remember soul plan. This isn't really giving me much clarity on the actual timing of this business venture. It is showing me, though, it's destined. It's showing me that this is, 100% your destined life. And this vision that you had is definitely, it's divine. It's 100% divine. You've had this vision yourself. You're looking down into this pond and remembering this vision that you had. So I want to kind of understand better when, this will occur. So we're going to pull another card and kind of get more clarity. But it does really show us here that, oh, and Lisa, you said amazing. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, and then Brandon, thank you. You're so sweet. You just keep making me smile. So, oh, all right. So that kind of already shows us here that this will come to pass. It is already been, you've seen the vision yourself. This is literally showing how you've seen the vision and, how you've dreamed this up in a way and you're able to reflect on that. But I kind of want to get more clarity on when exactly that will happen. So let's see. Okay. Okay, so let's see when this will happen. Okay, this card really, as you can see, it was peeking out. So I want to see. This is so crazy. So it's almost like you have a memory of this because literally the next card we drew here is Lost Lands. So it says soul memories and gifts. So this gift that you have for this business venture, and it's saying you've done this before, just as this card indicates the fated life versus the destiny life. So it's almost like I'm really sensing here that this is something you've been called to for a very long time. This is something that's been destined for you and for your life. And just as it says soul plan, right? It says soul plan. It also says soul memories and gifts. So it's a gift that you have. And definitely let me know too. It's a special gift that you possess that goes into this business plan. This business venture isn't just any business venture. It's definitely incorporating some of your gifts that were given to you from God. So what's interesting here is it's saying lost land. So what I'm seeing here is definitely, there's a lot of life. This is definitely not something that I would say would be winter. This is definitely not something I would say will happen either in the fall. I really see water, and water, is definitely present mostly in the spring. It's also present in the summer. And I'm sensing here that it's almost, this is really summer to me. Like as I'm, really meditating more on this, it's really indicating to me summer. Because again, we're not seeing flowers. We're not seeing flowers blooming. What we are seeing is we're seeing grass, we're seeing water, we're seeing lakes, we're seeing fresh, fresh life that has already, blossomed. So what I'm really sensing here for you is when your business venture will come to be, and you're a Pisces, that makes complete sense because that's what I'm really sensing here. This water, this summer, I'm feeling it very much so. And I'm feeling like this business venture will really come to play fully, just as you envisioned it to happen, using your gifts that were given from the universe, given from God, it will come to happen next summer. So I don't know if that helps provide you clarity. I really hope it does, but that's definitely what I'm sensing, the divine wants to let you know right now is this business venture. It's definitely your gifts that you're going to be using in order to make this successful. And this is a housing program. Wait, really? Because that's crazy because it literally indicates that too. It shows like a building structure here. So that's crazy. So you're using your gifts combined with the housing structure. That's beautiful. But I'm really sensing it's going to come fully into light, next summer. But anyway, I hope that helped you, Darlene. And then feel free to also, if you want a private, I have that link in the description box. And then also, if you have any more questions, you can also use Super Chat. And for anyone else too, who just wants to know, who just kind of came in or anything like that, you can use the Super Chat, which is, yes, and I've started networking. Congrats, Darlene. I'm literally, let me know too how it goes and everything. And also everyone I do readings for, I love knowing how things are going. Like I love hearing, how things are going in your relationships, with your businesses, just everything. It makes me happy to see you guys succeed and do well. And it makes me happy too to see that my reading is also helping you navigate, your future. So I love hearing that. I love, you guys just seriously light up my life in so many ways. You have no idea. So I just definitely want to keep hearing how things are going for you guys. And I really consider you guys like a family of mine, like a spiritual family. So I definitely want to always stay updated. So always just comment or just come back to one of my lives. If you have gotten a reading and you just let me know, update me on how things have been going for you. I always love to know that. So drinking some coffee. Just had to have a little sip of coffee really quickly. I normally am a tea kind of person, but I was just really feeling like I needed the extra, the little boost of caffeine there. So if anyone likes coffee or tea, let me know in the chat right now, because I love hearing people who love tea and coffee. Always love seeing some support there. Okay, so I love like hot drinks too. I feel like they're so relaxing. I especially love tea, and I actually brew my own teas, like with herbal, like I use my own herbs because I have a ton of different herbs, and I use those for different purposes and, different healing and different manifestation techniques and stuff. But I actually will literally use my own herbs and brew tea. And I literally love doing that. So I'm definitely more of a tea person. But today I was I'm going to go get some coffee. So the coffee is great right now. Espresso is great. Yeah, espresso is so great. I just need to take a second to to kind of recenter myself here with my coffee. So you know how it is. Okay. So let's see. So our next reading will be for Ches. And I also wanted to say that for everyone too who just kind of joined, if you want to book a private one-on-one with me, I have that link in the description. And if you also just want to submit a question, donate whatever amount you feel comfortable with. The amount in the description box below is kind of a guideline, but don't feel compelled to have to give that amount. Just, I'm here to help you guys, and I just want to be able to continue doing this with you guys. So just know that anything you do give does help us and helps me continue to do this. And yeah, so Brandon, you're making me laugh. Okay, so and I hear Datfish Gal is obsessed with coffee. Okay, so Ches, so I will get to your reading right now. But just so you guys know too, that you can also continue submitting questions, and that's just kind of a guide. But use the super chat, which is the little money icon thing under the chat function, and then write your question that you'd like a reading and some clarification on, and then give what amount you feel comfortable with. That allows me to continue doing this with you guys. But okay, so Ches, you said, I would like to know if it's over with my husband. Okay, Ches, so I'm so sorry that, that's a very hard thing to really have to go through, especially with, people that we love. And one of the hardest things too is finding closure and letting go, too, is a really hard thing. And that's something that I was meditating on today, actually, is this understanding sometimes that some people we can't win with. We can continue to really pour out our love, but sometimes there are certain people that will never treat us in the way that we deserve to be treated, and we can always love them from afar, but it doesn't mean we have to be with them, because I'm the biggest believer in loving everyone, showing everyone mercy, but it doesn't necessarily mean we have to actually be in a relationship with them. It doesn't mean that you have to, if someone's not giving you that respect that you deserve and that you pour out to them, it doesn't it doesn't mean you have to be romantically involved with them or even friends with them sometimes if they're not really respecting you, if they're not showing that they care, or they just aren't showing you that love that you deserve. And you truly do deserve that. And the thing is sometimes it's hard to realize that some people will never change, and sometimes it is hard to let go, Chaz. So I just want you to know that I understand that. And I was kind of meditating on that as well today, when I'm like, allow me to just, be able to accept that, as much love as you pour out into other people, some people will never change, and we have to do, sometimes we can always love everyone. We can always give of ourselves, but to a certain degree, to a certain point, we can always love. Then sometimes we have to love from afar if someone is just going to be toxic, and not appreciate us in that way. So, and sometimes people aren't necessarily, just because we love them, it doesn't mean they're best for us, right? And that's something that too is another thing, Chaz, that I'm kind of feeling come up right now. And really quickly, I did want to, because Datfish Gal, I saw you said, I don't know if you saw my message earlier. I'm sorry, there's so many messages. Datfish Gal, I think I missed it. But you said, Jacob has reached back out to me and communication has opened up. So I'm so excited to see where this goes. Yay! So happy for you, Datfish Gal. Oh my gosh, thank you for letting me know. I'm so happy for you. That is so amazing. I'm so happy for you. Thank you for letting me know too. I love being updated with you guys and staying updated with like what's going on in your guys' life, and like after these readings, how things are playing out for you. So I love that so much. So happy for you, Datfish Gal. Okay, so back to Chaz, focusing my energy in there. I would like to know if it is over with my husband. So is it over with your husband? Chaz, let's see. I already am kind of sensing right now, like, just sometimes this happens to me. Sometimes it takes the cards in order to really get the sense of where this is going. But sometimes it really kind of, I already feel it intuitively. And I am feeling this intuition that's kind of telling me right now something about, release. I just want to prepare you with that already. But of course, we'll listen to the cards, but I just want to let you know I am sensing that. But we will see what the cards have to say. Okay. This makes everything very clear. And unfortunately, if you can see, guys, here, my dog did chew off a little part of this card. But Chaz, it does say, it says unbound, which it says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So this honestly just gives me a lot of clarity and confirmation of how I was already telling you I was sensing in this reading with you. I think it is time to release. And that's literally the image that was in my head, which is, amazing. The image, as soon as you asked the question, as soon as I started focusing my energy on you and, what you're going through with your husband, I really did feel this, this sense again of release and letting go. And I kind of already mentioned it to you as I, was talking. And then, the card that we pulled here is unbound, which is releasing. And again, sorry, my dog here, but it says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So releasing. So I do believe that, Chaz, that I think that it is best really to release and let go of this relationship. And I just want you to know that it is not easy. It is not easy. It is hard every day. It's hard, but I want you to know there's something more beautiful and better out there for you. And I don't want you to forget that in releasing, in letting go of the people that are, holding us down, because I feel like in some ways there is this rope that's just holding us down, from our reaching our full potential and finding our true soulmates and finding our true happiness in life. When we are able to cut those things off, when we are able to release, right, and let go of that, which is weighing us down, then we are able to fly, right? Just as the card shows, then we are able to fly into our full potential. Then we are able to find the people that God has meant for us to find, the people who worship us, the people who love us unconditionally. As soon as we are able to release those, those people who are almost like leeches, like I know that's kind of a gross word, but they're leeches, like they're leeching our energy. They're not treating us in the ways we deserve. They're not respecting us. They're taking our energy, they're taking our light, and they're trying to darken it. And they're trying to keep us grounded because they see our full potential and they want to keep us, on, just basically tied to the ground. weighted down. And I don't want that for you, Chaz. So I want, you know, and again, it's not going to be easy. And I want you to know I'm always here for you. Everyone here in this community is here for you, because it is such a hard process to really be able to let go, especially of things like love and relationships that and marriage and things that are serious, like these bonds and commitments can be so hard to really continue to move forward from. But you can do it. I promise you, you can. And we are all here to support you. And also, I wanted to let you know too that if you ever do, yes, I'm heartbroken. I'm so sorry, Chaz. I'm so sorry that you are heartbroken. Um, and I just want you to know that um, I just want you to know that basically I am literally like here for you anytime. If you ever need more clarity too, I have those one-on-ones you can do with me, or you can come to any of my lives and you can just chat with me. And everyone here in this community too, I believe is very supportive, and, you know, will always help you and want to provide you with guidance. So just know that you are loved and that you will get through this, and we are all here to support you as you do. So I just want you to know that too, Chaz. And then also, Brandon, thank you very much. You said you're a beautiful soul, Megan. Keep doing your thing, girl. People like you make the world sing. Well, that is the sweetest thing ever. You're really making me, oh my gosh, that's very sweet, Brandon. Wow. Okay. Super sweet. Okay. So then we have Killian. So, okay. I'm just going to kind of center myself again. Breathe in. And I wanted to mention to anyone who just joined our chat here today that if you want a private one-on-one, I have the link in the description box below. And then that one-on-one too would be like a Zoom meeting. So, you know, we could face-to-face talk, and you can get a lot of clarity. We will continue to do a serious reading for you. And then also, if you want to just submit a question in this live reading today, I would just have you use the super chat function. And basically, when you use the super chat function, then you can just submit your question and then donate any amount that you feel comfortable with. Again, there is, you know, that I put in the description box, kind of a guide on pricing, but it is really donation based, and we appreciate everything. And it really helps allow us to continue to do this and allows me to continue to be here with you guys. So thank you so much. Okay, so Killian. Killian said, I'm an iced happy gal. Oh my gosh, Brandon, you're so sweet. Literally, I'm just reading everything you're saying, and you're like, you're really sweet. Okay, so because I'm trying to focus, but then I'm like, it's really sweet. Okay, so let's see. So Killian, let's see, Killian. So can you just submit your question too, so I can give you the reading, because I'm not seeing it necessarily. And I do want to, of course, get to you, Killian. So yeah, I think I see that you're an iced coffee gal, which I love. Iced coffee is great. I'm like half and half. I like iced coffee sometimes, and I like hot coffee sometimes. Like, it just depends on my mood, I guess. So I'm both ways. But Killian, make sure to, oh, I see it now, I think. I met this kid, Kyle, through a mutual friend, and we seemed to hit it off. I felt a connection with him that I've never felt before. He did a 360 and he won't talk to me. I've told him how I feel. Okay, I think you were going to continue typing. So Killian, I think the chat must be a little bit delayed. It says, I met this kid, Kyle, through a mutual friend, and we seemed to hit it off. I felt a connection with him that I've never felt before. He did a 360 and he won't talk to me. And then kind of let me know too what you would like clarity on, Killian. Would you like to know kind of why it is that he cut it off, what your future looks like with him? Definitely, just if you can just type in the rest of that and kind of give me some clarity on what you're looking to kind of achieve in this reading, I will definitely do that for you. I really feel like this is weird. I think the chat's a little bit delayed right now. Okay, and then let's see. So I guess I will jump back over to Aniki, and then I can come back to you, Killian, right after we're done with that. Let's see. Oh, yes. What our future looks like. Okay, gotcha. So I'll do you right now, Killian. So what our future looks like. Okay. So what your future looks like. Let's see. I'm just trying to refocus my energy here on that, Killian, and kind of just get a better understanding. So Kyle, that's funny. Kyle, I have an ex-boyfriend named Kyle, which that has nothing to do with it, but I just, Kyle. Okay. But Kyle can be a very trusting name as well. You know, it can be trusting. Kyle doesn't, let's see about Kyle. Okay. So I'm really just trying to focus my energy on Kyle and your relationship with him right now. And why he, and you told him how you felt. Okay. So you did tell him, I felt a connection with him. And then you told him how you felt. Okay. I do have one question just to kind of get more clarity here. So was it after you told him how you felt about this connection? Is that when he kind of did this 360? I'm just wondering. You don't have to necessarily answer me. I'm just kind of talking aloud as I'm kind of tapping into the energy of the situation. But if that is true, let me know, Killian. But okay. Going to gather some cards that I feel, let's see. There's a lot of cards in front of me and I just want to take a few and then shuffle those, and we will a little bit before you told him how you felt. Okay, so we will get some clarity here on Kyle for you, Killian. And again, thank you everyone for coming. I just wanted to say again, like, thank you guys. Like, you seriously always just make me so happy with all of your support and love. And like, you guys are just the sweetest ever. And you're just such a positive community and just so great. Like, I can't say enough good things about everyone here. So thank you guys. So I felt that I had to tell him either way a little bit before. Okay. I understand that too, Killian. Like, even just kind of as I'm shuffling the cards here for you, that I'm feeling, you know, drawn to here is like, I want you to know that, yes, it's very brave. It's so brave. And I'm so proud of you for honestly expressing how you feel, because I want you to know that it takes a lot of courage, Killian. Like, it takes a lot of courage sometimes to really tell the people, you know, how we feel about them, to really express ourselves in that way and to really be open about how we're feeling. And when we do feel like these amazing soul connections, just to really embrace that and be open about that and let that person know, it just takes so much courage and so much heart. And you deserve, you know, someone, whether it be Kyle or not, as I'm going to shuffle these cards and see, you deserve someone who fully will embrace that passion you have in your heart. Because I already sense about you, Killian, that you are very, like, your heart is huge. Like, you have a very big heart. I don't know why this just really kind of came to my mind as we were talking here. I just already feel like you have such like potential for such love. Like, you have such like a big heart. Like, I can't even necessarily explain it further than that. And you deserve someone who's going to just reciprocate that and just give you all of that love back that you have. But we will see what it looks like, if Kyle could be the one, what's going on with him, and kind of get some more clarity. And as I'm shuffling too, I just wanted to let everyone who just joined know that if you do have a question and want me to get to your reading, just submit the question in the super chat and then basically just give whatever amount you feel comfortable with. I have some pricing guidelines down below, but feel free to donate whatever amount you feel comfortable with, and then I can get to your question next. Okay, so let's see. Bye, Brandon. Okay, let's see what we have here. So, okay. So I'm just really feeling like I really want to shuffle this fully for you right now, Killian. Like, sometimes it's funny because people sometimes ask me, like, why do you shuffle sometimes more for other people? And I'm like, I just literally follow what I'm feeling called to follow, like what my intuition, like I literally have to strongly follow that, because that's how the messages, you know, obviously come to you. It's just by me just completely following exactly whatever I'm feeling called to do. So let's see. Okay. Feeling called to just shuffle. And then also, if anyone wants a private one-on-one with me, I am now offering that starting today. I don't know how long I'll be offering it for, but I do have it on my calendar, and it's basically in the link in the description if you want to book one. And those are amazing. Yes. All right, everyone. So let's see. Killian. Okay, Killian. For some reason, when I just shuffled and then I saw this card, it kind of glowed a little bit. So we're going to kind of get some clarity here, Killian, on this relationship. So this is interesting. This is very interesting, Killian. So the first card we pulled for you is share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution expression. This already just shows us completely, like, it's just funny to me because sometimes like the universe wants to show us something, again, these readings are timeless. So it's showing us what you already did, right? You already expressed yourself. You already shared your voice with Kyle. You shared how you felt. You came out of the cave in a way, and you were able to embrace that fully. But, I don't necessarily what that looks like on his end, but I do know that the universe is really saying that it's almost like I'm feeling a sense of pride that you were able to, even though it seemed scary, even though there was like those rocks, right, in the cave, like it seemed very intimidating, and it seemed like the waves were, high, and there was all these rocks, and it just seemed very uncertain, like you were going into uncertain territory. You were able to overcome that. You were able to come out of the cave and share how you felt. And that's beautiful in and of itself. So let's kind of get more clarity here. Again, I'm going to pull as many cards as I need to fully understand this reading and fully come to a conclusion. But that is kind of showing us already what we know, that you were able to share your voice. You were able to express how you felt about Kyle. So the next card I'm feeling drawn to here is this one. Okay. So this is interesting. So our next card is the Great Mother. So it says, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. So this really gives a lot of clarity here. This is kind of what happened, right? You expressed yourself. You shared your voice. You shared how you were feeling. You shared this connection that you felt with him. And then what was the result is surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. So I almost feel like after you were sharing this, right? Kyle, there's a reason Kyle is really, he's very torn. He's in the dark in a way. He's still in the cave, if that makes sense. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. It's like all this clarity is coming to me at once. So you see, you were in the cave when you weren't expressing how you felt about him, right? You were in that cave, and you were able to come out of the cave. You were able to express how you felt about him, and that allowed you to come out of the cave and really, express yourself in that way. This is the thing that I'm really sensing and feeling in this reading. Where is this card showing? It's showing darkness. Where is darkness present? Inside the cave. Inside the cave. And it's literally, he is still in the cave. He doesn't want to express how he feels for you. He's scared of that. He has this fear of expressing this feeling for you and how he feels. And it's saying, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms, as you can see here. So what kind of is being, this, I'm almost feeling this conflict, right? There's a conflict within him because he's still in the cave. He is really afraid to admit how he feels for you. He's admit to surrender to this feeling. Like, how it says right here, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. He's experiencing the same thing. Like, it's a mystery. Like, he's almost not able to really fully understand his feelings and why his feelings are so strong for you. So he's afraid to surrender. He's afraid to feel vulnerable in a way. And he's afraid to fall into your arms right now. So I want you to know that it's not like so one-sided as it may seem. Like, it may seem so one-sided because you were the one who expressed how you felt. You were the one who came out of the cave and really, surrendered yourself by expressing your feelings for him. But he's still inside the cave, right? He's still currently in the cave, and he's still struggling with, surrendering. He's still struggling surrendering to his feelings for you and really expressing, how he feels for you. But, there's definitely a big call for him right now. So I just want you to know it's not one-sided. That's what I really want you to know, is like, this is not one-sided, because there is a part of him that's like, surrender. Like, there's a part of him in like his intuition and his connection with you that's like, surrender, like fall into her arms, like let her know, let her know that, I feel this way for you. Like, let her know, but I'm still so nervous. And you know what's so crazy too that I want to point out for you is that if you look, right? If you look here, Killian, you can see how this is a cave, right? You know how we talked about how you got out of the cave by expressing your feelings. He's still in the cave, and you can literally see a cave right at the top of this card. You see that? Like, how crazy is that? Like, you can literally see that this shows that someone is in the cave still, right? So he is still in the cave. He is still in the dark by not expressing how he feels for you. And so he's still in that cave. He's still not wanting to tell you how he feels, but he has those feelings for you. Let's pull one more card just to kind of see if we can get any more clarity. But I feel like it's already tells us a lot. Like, you expressed it. You came out. You told him. He has these feelings. He wants to surrender to you. He's scared to come out of the cave. Yeah, very clear. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy, Killian? Yeah, aren't they really cool, Karhu? Yeah. And I love that. I love this so much. Like, it's funny because this every time I do a reading, I get goosebumps. Every time I get a reading, I'm like amazed, because it's just like it's working through me, but I'm like just always so amazed when I do this. So I'm wondering if he's going to really man up here, but he does have those feelings. Like, he's just, something is keeping him. And I think it's his fear of surrendering to you in that way and like being honest, because again, it's like a mystery. Like, he's never felt like this before. And then Ches says, what cards are they? So I'm actually going to link the cards. I think in my next YouTube video, I'm going to link like all the card links. So you can buy them too if you want, but I have like a ton of different decks, but Ches, just so you know, I will link them all. And then in my next video, probably tomorrow, and then you can see exactly where to buy them and everything too. But there's like literally like so many decks I have. But I will give you those links. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to, yeah, no problem, Ches. Okay. So we will get we'll get a little bit more clarity, and then I will need to go to our next person. But this already tells me a lot, Killian. Like, he definitely has these feelings. Like, he's just literally scared to tell you. Okay. They're all like, okay. There's some of my card decks. It's like, I need to cleanse with my sage again too. I just like kind of went through all my cards and cleansed them, all the energy. And then I like started shuffling these, and then I was just trying to break up the stagnant energy, which is important to do also for your guys' decks. Always break up the cards, shuffle the cards, knock positive energy into the cards, and definitely use like, you can buy just like incense of some sort, or sage sticks are great to really cleanse the energy of the cards. That's super important to do. So just want to make that clear too. Okay. I'm kind of sensing here, I'm really feeling called. I don't know why necessarily, but this card's really calling to me. The rose thread. Okay. This is interesting. So this is very good. This is very great. Okay. So the last card I pulled for you is the rose thread. So it says, inner call, soul led, the mystic living courageously. So the beautiful thing here is this kind of shows us, and sometimes this is how the cards work out. It shows us the past. It showed us how you expressed your feelings for him, right? Then it showed us the present. It showed us that he is afraid because he has these feelings. He's afraid to surrender and to fall into your arms. And he's still in the cave, right? Of feelings and of being afraid to really surrender and be vulnerable to his feelings for you. But this shows us the future. And see, sometimes it works out like that, which is really cool. And the future is, he is out of the cave. He is soul led. He is able to, look what it says, living courageously. You see that? Living courageously. So in the future, he's going to be able to live courageously by embracing you. He's going to live courageously by really embracing how he feels for you. And, that's a beautiful thing. Like, so that's kind of how your relationship and connection will work out. It started with you, coming out of the cave, then he's still in the cave. Then eventually he will have the courage to tell you how he feels, but it's going to take some time. So I would just allow him to really take the time he needs and just, continue to focus on yourself during this time. But just know that he has these feelings. He feels it too. And it's just really taking him time to really begin to live courageously and really admit how he feels as well. So anyway, I really hope that you just got the chills, Killian. Yeah, I know, me too. I really love that reading. Like that really, some readings are super special. That one really is amazing. And I love when it works out exactly in that way. That's just so beautiful and like super clear. So anyway, Killian, I really hope that you enjoyed that. I definitely did. And thank you just for opening up to me and, helping, me continue to do this with you guys. Oh, Killian said, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Killian. I literally love you so much. Love everyone. Thank you for just coming to me and just trusting me to really help you. And I seriously am just so grateful for all of you guys. So thank you, Killian. Thank you so much. And I'm really happy. I literally got chills too, Killian. So just know that you are not alone. I totally felt like that was beautiful. And then someone did just mention, let's see. Oh, Noreen. If Noreen's still here, you said, hi, do you have to pay and how much? Noreen, so basically it's like a donation amount. There are some, suggested prices down below, but, don't feel compelled to do that. Whatever amount you're able to do, I will still give you the reading today. So just know that, and just submit your question using the super chat. So it's like the little super chat function under where you would chat. It's like the little cash icon thing. Just donate what amount you feel comfortable with, and then, submit your question. I will get to your reading next. Okay, so let's see. So Anna K. So thank you so much, Anna K, by the way. Thank you. And thank you to everyone too who donated, who, submitted a question for reading. Thank you so much. This literally allows me to continue to do this with you guys. So seriously, thank you guys so much. So Anna K, you said, will Earl come back to me? Okay. Okay, Anna K, let's dive into this together. So will Earl come back to me? I'm having so much fun just being with you guys here today. You guys are amazing. You guys are seriously so amazing. You guys just make my days so much brighter. I'm just so happy. I'm very, very genuinely happy right now being with you guys. And I really hope I'm helping everyone. I really want to do that. I want to continue to serve you. And it's not me, again, it's not me, but I want to be able to use my gifts, for God, for the universe, for the divine and angels, so they can really tell you the true message for your life. And I really just am trying my best to just be that vessel, and allow that to work through me. And I just want you guys to know that I do appreciate you and love being able to do this with you guys. So thank you. So Anna K, so let's see. Will Earl come back to you? Let's knock our energy into the cards here. Sometimes I have to just recenter myself a little bit, because I do get, again, with readings, my energy goes up and down because I'm really absorbing everyone's energy. Okay. Okay, Anna Kai, so let's get some clarity. Okay, I'm sensing this card. I was already kind of tugging it. I don't know why. So let's see. Okay, this is interesting. This actually already gives me a lot here. So this already really tells me a lot. So you got a new earth. And this is very beautiful and interesting, because what this already symbolizes to me is it's earth, but it's earth again. This is so clear. This is beyond clear to me. Earth. It's kind of funny too. Earth and Earl are very similar, but it's going to happen again. It's already very clear to me. Earl will come back to you. Okay. Because this is a new earth, as you can see here. And it's still earth, right? It's still Earl in this scenario, right? But it's a new relationship. It's a new earth, right? So it's a new dynamic. It's a new relationship with Earl, but it's still Earl. So it's a new earth. It's like earth returned, and the earth, is renewed. So let's kind of see what it says here. It says it's happening. So it's happening. Literally, that's what the universe is saying. It's happening. So you are going to have Earl. Earl is going to come back to you. And it says, keep holding the vision. So just continue to hold on to that truth, and Oh, and you did provide a little bit more. He texted me on Monday to tell me he is moving and there's no more communication between us, but some feelings having, he will come back to me. Anna Kay, you are so right. I would trust your intuition here because literally, as you can see, the cards show there's going to be a new earth. And like the thing is it's not like a new relationship this is necessarily telling us. Like it's not that, because if it was a new relationship, it would talk about, a new blossom. It's literally showing us that it's showing earth again, right? And there being a new one. So it's the same earth, but it is renewed. So that's the same thing I'm feeling here, is there's going to be a gap in this relationship, but it's going to return. So it's very, very clear to me that it's happening. It's going to happen. And you just need to keep holding on to that vision, keep knowing that it will return, like he will return to you. And, it may take some time, in order to occur, as you can see the distance here, but there is going to be that new relationship. There is going to be that restored connection. So, oh, Anna Kay. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. So that's beautiful. So you just said, we spoke about this guy before, but will he come back and be real for me? And I do feel he is not happy with her, and something keeps telling me the person he is with is cheating on him. He will be hurt. Then you said, you're welcome. Then you said, we need people like you. I'm grateful. Oh, I'm grateful for you too, Anna Kay. And like, how clear is this card too? Like, how clear is the fact that like, it's literally like, how clear is it to Earth and Earl? Like, that's so creepy how like seriously, like very similar those words are. And it's going to be, the same person, just like it's the same Earth, but it's going to be a new relationship. So it's going to be another chapter of the relationship you have with him, and he's going to come back. Like it's literally showing like he's going to come back. So that really is just very, very, very straightforward and clear. So that's really cool, Anna Kay. And I hope that provided you clarity. We can also draw another card too to kind of understand this better. But I already feel like it's very obvious, what is going to happen. But we can kind of also explore a little bit where where basically what that journey looks like, as well as, this person that is cheating on him, like what that necessarily looks like. So let's just draw another card just to give you even more clarity, because I do want to provide you as much clarity as I possibly can. And just for everyone too who just entered, if you have a question for this reading for today, I only, have time for a few more, but just submit using the super chat button, and then I will get to your reading next. Okay. Okay, so let's see. This is kind of what I'm feeling like, Anna Kay. We're going to go with here. Okay, this makes things clear. Boundaries. So, just as he's going to come back, right? This is him, there's going to have to be boundaries before this return. So there's going to have to be, this is kind of showing right before the return, before the new earth occurs, right? Before Earl comes back and the relationship continues on in a better way, even a better way than it was before. There is going to be this time where he pushes you away. There is going to be that time where, you are separated. So I just want you to prepare for that and know that, and I kind of feel like you do know that, but I just want you to kind of be aware that there is this time where he's pushing you away, but he's going to come back. He's going to realize, your truth and like the true beauty that you share together. And it's going to be a new, beautiful relationship. Someone like you told me she was him wrapped up in something. Someone like you told me she has him wrapped up in something. Okay. Was it me? Like, I'm just confused. Like someone like you. So was it like another psychic then, Anna Kay, that told you this? Like, I'm just curious that she has him wrapped up in something. But I do hope that also provided you some clarity here with this. There is going to be that initial time. I wrote down crying today at work thinking about him. Okay, Anna Kay, I'm so sorry. But I do want you to have that hope still, like have that hope, because like there is like so much promise with this, like literally how much more clear can it be than it's happening. Keep holding the vision. So just as long as you continue to keep holding on that vision, that you guys will come together. Just every time that you're really sad about it too, just think like, obviously continue loving yourself, you know, building yourself up, but also think, you know, hold that vision that there's going to be that new earth. There's going to be that new, you know, Earl relationship. And like, that is literally so clear to me. So I just want you to, every time you feel like sad or anything like that, just focus on that and just focus on the fact that it is going to come back to you. You know, that relationship will manifest again. So I just want you to know that, Annika, and just hold on to that hope, you know. Okay, so then let's see. AC said, will the relationship I just started be a lasting, happy one? Thank you. Okay. Okay, so AC. Okay. Okay. Okay, everyone. So if anyone else does have another question, definitely I would submit it. I think I'm only going to take like one more reading, and then if you want a private one-on-one, which will be like a lot more intense, obviously, it'll be a one-on-one Zoom with me, and we will do that full reading. You can also book in the link in the description. So let's see. So AC. Okay, AC. AC. Will the relationship I just started be a happy one? Thank you. I'm really feeling, I'm sorry if you can't see, this card has just popped up a little bit. So we're going to go here. Interesting. Or wait, I'm sorry. This is not, okay. Wait 1 second. Let me just, I didn't even knock my energy. I didn't redo my energy or anything. I'm like, that's why I can only take one more reading, because I'm starting to get like a little bit, you know, there's so much energy that flows through me during these that it's like sometimes hard to like center myself again. Even after, you know, doing this for so long, it's just sometimes hard to really center my energy and refocus. Okay, so AC. Okay. AC. So this relationship, there's a new flame I'm really sensing here, like a new flame, a new relationship, something lit up. And I almost feel like I'm already sensing there's a lot of chemistry. I don't know why chemistry is really coming to my mind, but chemistry. Okay, I'm feeling like this card, so we're gonna go with this card, AC. Interesting. So lineage of the rose, moved by the goddess, here for this, soul call, gather. So what does this tell me? This already tells me here that this relationship is one that you've been wanting for a while. This relationship that you just entered into is one that, you know, you've been, and as you can see here, they're praying, right? They're praying for something to bloom. They're praying for the blossom. They're praying for this new life. They're praying for this relationship in a sense, right? So it's almost like lineage of the rose. So obviously this relationship has been in line for a long time and has been waiting to bloom for a long time. So I do believe that if it wasn't you who really tried to manifest this relationship, it was, you know, the person that you were with. Someone definitely was praying for this relationship and really dreaming about something like this. And, you know, that's why this relationship came in the first place, is because someone was really manifesting that and was really, you know, calling for a relationship like this to occur. So that's kind of interesting. That's kind of gives us the backstory of the relationship, because it almost feels like unreal, like this relationship in a way, like beautiful in a lot of ways. So that's a very good positive thing. Let's see. So feeling called to, let's see. There's so many cards down here. Okay. So basically, yeah. So it's almost like a dreamy kind of relationship so far, if that makes sense, that I'm sensing. So there is a lot of happiness at first. There is a lot of, you know, bliss and like almost like heavenly, like I'm feeling a sense of like heavenly, you know, happiness. Also, Karen Johnson, if you do want to submit for the next reading, basically all you have to do is use the super chat and then I can get to you next. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. And then, okay. So I really feel like you've been waiting for her for a while, AC. And like it almost feels heavenly when you're with her. But that doesn't necessarily tell us how things, you know, if it will be a lasting one. So I'm just really just allowing my third eye to kind of make the decision here, because I really don't want, again, when I do longer readings with multiple people, sometimes, you know, my energy gets shifted. So I just want to make sure I'm just allowing my intuition to guide me fully. Okay, this is the card. So interesting. So it says basically right here, it says physical and emotional and actress energy. So basically this again shows us not necessarily whether it's going to last, but it does show us that this is a very deep feeling. Like this is heavenly, deep, and it's physical and emotional. It's very deep on physical and emotional levels. This relationship that you're basically having right now is super, you know, it's almost angelic. And you can kind of see an angel too on this card, right? You can see the angel and you can see her like lighting up. So this person almost lights you up, okay? AC, like you feel almost heavenly when you're in this relationship, like it's almost like a dream. Does that make sense necessarily? Like you're almost in a dreamlike state of like happiness and bliss in this relationship. But let's see about the lasting. We need to, again, I will continue pulling cards until like I get 100% clarity, because I'm committed to giving you guys the best readings possible. So I'm going to continue to pull cards here. But I mean, that already shows us there's definitely like a heavenly bliss, kind of angelic, like someone was trying to almost pray for this kind of, or you've been dreaming about this relationship with this person for a while, or of someone like her for a while. And if not you, it was her. Someone definitely was dreaming up this kind of relationship, manifesting this kind of a relationship. Ooh, this literally popped out. So we'll see. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So what this already kind of tells me here is thy will. So this is a divine connection, and this is the universe's will. So you are definitely in the relationship you're supposed to be right now. But again, this is not necessarily telling us how long lasting this will be. It is telling us, you know, of course, that this has been destined for a while. It's telling us that it's been destined, you know, that it's angelic, like it's almost blissful, it's beautiful, angelic, heavenly. And it's telling us that this is exactly the will of God right now for you to be in this relationship as you are. But is it going to be lasting and happy? We'll have to continue to pull cards. And I will keep pulling cards until we figure this out, because I want to help you with this clarity here. Okay. I'm feeling like this is the card. Okay. This really gives us clarity here. So inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So devotion. So what is devotion? You know, it's, again, this relationship in a lot of ways is like a temple. And this relationship is almost beautiful in a lot of ways, in that it's like angelic, and like it's almost like a temple of beauty and love, right? And it shows the two of you coming together, right? And when you come together, that is a long road, right? That's a long road ahead of you. So it really shows that there's devotion, and devotion is devoting yourself fully and committing yourself fully. So I really do believe that the two of you will almost become, you know, one, right? There's two of you right here, and you will become one. And this is a very long lasting, beautiful relationship. There's a very strong chance, just from seeing this card, from looking at the fact that this is a cosmic relationship, looking at the fact, you know, that it was in line and manifested for a long time. There's a very high chance that this could be your soulmate. AC, I just want you to know, there's a very good chance this could be your soulmate, just based on these three cards that we pulled for you. Very good chance that this is your soulmate, because again, there's the lineage, there's the aspect of the cosmos, and the aspect of the two of you devotion, the two of your lights become one light. This could be your twin flame even, honestly. So I would continue to explore this, AC. Yes, you were manifesting it. Definitely. It's very clear here. I think this is either a twin flame connection or a deep soul connection of some sort. I do need to get to the next reading just because I only have limited time, but there's definitely something amazing going on, AC. Most likely, since you manifested this, this is either your twin flame or, you know, your soulmate. I would look into this a little bit more, but I do have a very strong feeling it's your twin flame from what I'm seeing. So this is beautiful. This is very exciting, like that you found your twin flame, and that And then you said you think so too. I did the reading where the soulmate is drawn and she looks like the drawing. Yeah, I really feel like this is like literally your soulmate 100%. So that's beautiful. And I just wanted to draw as many cards as I needed to just to fully feel that out for sure. But that's definitely giving me some certainty too, AC. So I'm happy that you appreciated that reading. Okay, so Darlene wants to know, when is my husband coming and do I already know him? When is my husband coming and do I already know him? Okay. So let's see. When is my husband coming and do I already know him? When is my husband coming and do I already know him? Okay. Okay, Darlene. So this is the card that I drew for you. So this already symbolizes to me, you know, it's a mother. It's a mother. So there's definitely some, I mean, this already shows Mother Mary, right, Darlene? So first of all, I can see the roses, the spring. Spring is definitely the time, the season I'm sensing for this connection to occur. I'm sensing here, Darlene, that this is someone almost, the reason I'm thinking, because we drew Mother Mary, I'm almost leaning towards not only spring is when the season, right? It will be spring, but which is already very clear, but I'm wondering if it is someone you already know because mother, and it's saying, you know, how can you mother yourself in this connection? So it's almost saying mother. And what is mother? It's very someone we're very familiar with, right? It's the one we're most familiar with. So I'm kind of sensing here that your soulmate is someone that you know and are very comfortable with already. Someone who you've known in childhood, just as you know your mother through childhood, just as you've known your mother your whole life. You've known this person for a while, I'm guessing. And spring is when you will come back together in this way. So I'm going to draw another card just to get more clarity, but I'm already sensing those things for you, Darlene. But I am sensing definitely spring. Spring is when it's going to happen. But I am sensing, because we drew Mother Mary, that there is that familiarity and that, you know, that long, like that childlike almost component there. Okay. All of my cards are like getting, okay. Feeling drawn to this card actually. Okay, so this is really interesting too, because it's showing us answering the call. So what is your soul calling? So I believe it's someone you already know that you feel called to, you feel drawn to, and it's someone just like, you know, that has been present in your life, and you will come to fully embrace them during the springtime because of the flowers, because of this bloom. So the relationship itself will blossom again come the springtime. I kind of want to draw another card though, just to get even more clarity, because again, I like to fully understand what exactly is, you know, the situation at hand. Okay. Okay, I'm just shuffling these cards. Okay, it's definitely one of these. I don't know why necessarily, but this is interesting. So this literally shows us, again, the rose, the petal. And this is very interesting. Okay, so this person, this is very clear because there's 3 in this card, right? There's 3. So this person, oh, this is interesting. This is really interesting. I wasn't expecting this. This person is currently in a relationship with someone else. So before your relationship and your rose, you know, your relationship, which is a rose, which will blossom in the spring, can occur before you and your husband can come together. They are basically currently in another relationship. So there is a love triangle aspect that you're going to have to navigate towards before this can fully bloom. So I don't know if that kind of provided you with any clarity, but this person's currently in a relationship who's your husband. So that's definitely there's definitely another aspect to that. I do believe spring is when it will bloom, but I would start looking around for someone who you feel drawn to, you feel called to, but is in another relationship, because I feel like that could potentially be your future husband. Okay. And then we have Shez, who says, will I ever meet my soulmate? Okay. Will you ever meet your soulmate? Let's see. And I'll get you Karen. Oh, Darlene says, wow. I know, that's amazing. That is so crazy. Ooh. I'm just trying to center my energy again. Like normally when I do one-on-ones, like I'm able to fully completely concentrate all my energy on, the person. So we get a lot of details and it's really great. But with these, and I love these community readings because of course, I love getting to connect with everyone in the community, but I do want to let you guys know that I do have to like shift my energy so much that in some ways they can be like super, draining for me in a way, but I still love it. I love it. I love doing this with you guys. But if you do want like me to really be able to focus fully all my energy, I would recommend a one-on-one, just because I am having to shift so rapidly. Okay, so let's see. And thank you again for everyone who gave and helped out, our channel and helped me continue to do this with you guys. So thank you guys so much. Okay. I'm just kind of getting myself. The lady is an empath I met due to a car accident. She read me on Spot and she saw Earl. Oh my gosh. Okay, Anna Kay. That's amazing. That's crazy. That's so crazy because that aligns completely. I'm just kind of centering myself, praying right now, meditating. Let's see. So Chaz wants to know, will I ever meet someone else or will I be alone now? Okay, Chaz. Okay, let's see. Feeling this card for you, Chaz. Chaz. Look what card I just pulled for you. You know how you literally just asked me, Chaz? You just said the card that I meditated on right before this reading was, everyone stop and definitely listen to this. So Chaz just asked me, will I ever meet someone else or will I be alone now? And the card that called to me was, are you ready for this? It says Keepers of the Earth. So at first I was like, I wonder what that necessarily means. It says, you are not alone. Literally, you are not alone is the first sentence of this card, Chaz. The first sentence of this card is to let you know that you are not alone, Chaz. And it says, we all stand beside you. So just know that even when you are separated, just know that even when you are not necessarily in this romantic relationship, first of all, you're not alone. You are not alone. And oh yeah, Karhu, yeah, you've had that card too. Yeah, and every card too also, was symbolic of different things during different readings. But no, you are not alone. The spirits, the angels, we are all here. This community is here for you always. But, this doesn't necessarily answer if you're romantically alone yet. So we will get to that. But I just want you to know that never think that you are alone is the first thing that, God wanted to let you know right now is you are not alone. You are not alone. And we will draw another card just to look romantically more so. So I'm romantically feeling called to this card. Interesting. So this is very clear to me right now. And it says Whispers of Mother Earth. So creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. This already kind of indicates to me you're going to end up in another romantic relationship, okay? like you're going to find your soulmate, and this already kind of gives you a clue as to who your soulmate is. So not only does the universe want you to know that, hey, like you are not alone, you are not alone even when you are not in a romantic relationship. You're never going to be alone. But the romantic person in your future is going to be someone who's extremely creative. And they're either going to be, an artist or writer. There's something creative that they are. There's definitely a creative element they have within them. So definitely, I would take that into consideration when looking for your future, looking for the future like soulmate that you have. They're definitely going to be this creative person. They're going to have these creative gifts and talents. And, they could be an actress. They could be a model. There's so many different things they could be. So it's not necessarily just like a writer or an artist, but there's something creative going on. So I want you to know that this does show me that there is someone for you. There is someone amazing, and they're going to definitely have creative gifts and creative talents. And then Karen, let's see. So you said, will my life ever get better? Will I be happy? So let's see. Will my life ever get better? Will I ever be happy? Okay. Just trying to center myself here. Will my life ever get better? Will I ever be happy? Oh, thank you so much, Chaz. You said thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so happy you enjoyed this. Seriously, love you and just love everyone. And thank you so much for just contributing and being here and opening up to me today. So thank you. Okay, so let's see. Will my life ever get better? Will I ever be happy? Karen wants to know. Okay. I'm going to shuffle this a few more times. Will my life ever get better? Will I ever be happy? This is funny. I was going to these and then I really I'm just drawn to purple for some reason, like my purple deck. Like it's just weird because I was literally so ready to just shuffle and do those. And then something was like, no, go to these cards. I don't know why, but I'm drawn to these cards for you actually, Karen. So these will have the answers. Let's see. This is definitely the card. It like popped out. Let's see. Interesting. This is very interesting. So Karen, the card we pulled for you is your calling. So it says your life's purpose is like an awakening to put your gifts and talents to good use and enjoy the journey of life. So this really tells me that there's something on your heart that you almost are kind of scared to pursue in some ways. Like there's something that you feel called to do in life. And you're almost have been nervous to really like fully explore that and to fully believe in yourself, to really fully embrace what that is. Like you have these wings and it wants you to fly. Like, God, the universe, the angels want you to fly and believe in yourself and believe in, that your life will get better and that you can pursue this calling that you have, right? And this is really a message from the angels saying that your life's purpose, is out there. And there's so much in the future once you, fully embrace that and allow yourself to just shine and just enjoy the journey of life. So as soon as you start believing in yourself and believing in your gifts and talents, as soon as you don't let your fear really get in the way of what you want and what you believe you can do, is when you will begin to find this happiness, when you will begin to feel fully joyful again. And it's almost as if it's like there's people who, or there's fears, there's something that I'm sensing is kind of keeping you from really following that, following, what you believe in, what you believe you can do, and what you believe you can accomplish, and what you're feeling called in your heart to do, and what your dreams are. It's almost like someone's telling you, like, you're not good enough, you can't do it. I want you to know that you can do it. And that, God, the universe, everyone is telling you you can do it. And as soon as you do is when you're going to find that happiness, and your life will just be amazing and better than you ever dreamed possible. So this was definitely the card for you, Karen. And I just want you to know that. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'll do AC really quickly. Okay, so let's see. And Jay Cruz, the reason I keep touching my hair and my face is because I'm trying to tap into that energy, like, because there's so much energy like going through me right now that I'm trying to like fully like attune to that, if that makes sense. I have to like kind of, that is a sign of being nervous. Oh, I don't know. For me, it's just because there's so much energy flowing through me. So that could also be that. Okay, so I don't know, Jay Cruz. I think it's actually just because there's so much energy flowing through me. Okay, so AC Layton. So let's see. Okay. So Lisa was supposed to be my twin flame from another reading by someone else. Will she or Leonore be my long lasting? Just curious. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Lisa, Leonore. Thank you, AC, for helping and trusting me here. So, okay. 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 I'm sensing this is the card. So break. So it's okay. So who have you been on a break with? Is there someone that you were on a break with? I'm very curious, AC, because whether it's Lisa or Leonore, it really depends on the person that you were on a break with. Whoever you had to take a break from is the person who is going to be your true soulmate, AC. So does that kind of give you clarity there? Please just affirm to me if that makes sense to you. It's like the person that you had to take a break from is the person you will come back to and will be your true full soulmate. Anyways, thank you guys. Oh, Lisa. Then it's Lisa. It's Lisa then. It's whoever you had to take that break from. Okay, so thank you guys. So that really provides clarity right there. I do need to go just because I do have another reading to do in a little bit. But okay, so but just know that the break will end, AC. Okay, thank you guys so much. And I will be back on tomorrow if anyone has more questions. So anyways, love you guys all so much. Bye.